everyone, and welcome to Time Out with Joy Benson. I am Joy Benson. I am a senior HR specialist and training consultant of over 15 years who loves to change lives. I will be answering your workplace and business management questions and give you useful work and business tips to navigate your workplace, grow your leadership and management skills so you can become a high-functioning, rounded individual. I am your workplace and business coach. So let's dive into today's question for the day. It says, "Good morning, Mrs. Benson. My name is Eromosele. How do I navigate office politics? I feel that I don't always validate the opinions of my line manager. She relates with my colleagues better, especially a particular colleague. This particular colleague is the de facto leader. Whoever falls out of favor with her will automatically fall out of favor with our line manager. It's almost like you have to please two people to get any approvals or be in good standing. I am finding it annoying and frustrating. I have seen people suffer for not towing the line. A particular manager who at first was her own person suffered greatly and was almost suspended in what they claim was an ineffective execution of assignments. She has now learnt and is now aligning. I feel this is a toxic culture and have also fallen out of grace with my boss. What do I do?" Office politics. What is office politics? Office politics are human behaviors that involves the use of power and influence to improve the status or further an advantage. Office politics has been given a negative connotation. Why? It's simply because people use it to push their selfish agenda and personal influence, even to the detriment of the organization. Before I delve into the core of your question, I want to point out a few important things. Number one, office politics exist in every organization. As long as it's run by humans, settle down with yourself. Know this and know peace. Of course, there are varying degrees of office politics. There definitely exist organizations that strive to keep it at bare minimum. Through clear-cut rules, standards, policies, they consciously promote team wins. Number two, you need to understand that people do not leave their ambitions and needs at home, but bring them to the workplace. Everyone wants to succeed and everyone has an agenda. Whether people are aiming for a big promotion, trying to impress the boss, or looking to move departments, their actions often have an underlying purpose. Number three, we all care about decisions that others make about us. So it's human nature to influence those choices. You can do it honestly or you can be crafty. Office policies can be seen in several ways. But for this podcast, I will just mention just three. Number one, office politics involves the use of power. An example is your question, Ramasele. The use of position to determine the privileges and their workplace success of others. Your privileges and advancement can be determined by your work clique. Who are you friends with? Your allegiance is determined by your workplace bodies. It is sad, but very true. Number three, office politics also about competitions. Organizations have limited resources, therefore departments are continuously vying for these resources, and some do it to the extent to the disadvantage of the organization. So how do you identify a highly political organization? I'll tell you. Number one, people tend to discredit others and to make themselves look better. Gossip. Number two, people often talk about colleagues in negative light. Team members attempt to get ahead of people by withholding information. They hoard the information so that you're unable to do your work, and they rescue your job, and in the process claim accolades for going the extra mile and even picking up the slack of others. People are more interested in personal win. Number four, blame culture. People are reluctant to take responsibility for their faults and shift the blame to others. Number five, people use coercion even at the expense of others. Coercion can be even disguised as rewards. You only give a certain kind of privilege to your clique, and others of the same ranking are ignored. This is how much I can take on this particular episode of Time Out with Joy Benson. I will show you how to successfully manage office politics in our next podcast. Kindly send your questions to info@upswingcorporate.com, upswingcorporate@gmail.com, and you can follow me on LinkedIn at Joy Benson. I'm currently reading this amazing book by Bram P. Morgan and Michael Lennington called The 12th Week Year. With me, you can read the entire book in minutes. So I want you to join me on my reading adventure. Catch all my posts on my LinkedIn page. And you can subscribe for free to our YouTube channel. Do not forget to click the subscribe button after you watch this video. And you can watch all the episodes of Time Out with Joy Benson on our YouTube channel at Upswing Corporate Trainings. So watch out for part 2 of this video, and I will see you next week. Have a great week. Bye.